Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is the channel update video for August. The game in the background is Crypt of the Necrodancer. Played a couple of games of this already. This is me playing as Melody, the character that unlocks once you played through the game once. And, well, there's story implications and whatever based on who she is, but she's cool. She uses this loot thing that she has in her hand, and it attacks in like a cross pattern around her, but you can't attack into enemies. You sort of attack. Well, it's kind of different, but it's really strong actually. So yeah, I have actually completed the game after this recording. I have completed the game with Melody as well, and I've unlocked the next character, Arya. She is very difficult. She has, well, for one thing, she has 1 HP, and she can only have the dagger, so it's like almost hardcore mode, and it's pretty tough. Nazi basically beat me to it. We were talking about Crypt of necrodancer, and I played a lot more than him, and then eventually he decided to sit down and hardcore it, and he managed to beat it, and I was like, okay, I gotta beat it now too. So I did. I think Ravs is still at about 2 HP or something from beating the final boss. He'll get there. He'll get there soon. It's all good. It's a great game. There's a bunch of us that have gotten into it on Steam, but mostly the people that are sort of into roguelikes like this. Not everyone really likes this style, I guess, suppose. I started liking Binding of Isaac a lot, but I think this is still my favorite one, even beyond Binding of Isaac. Though Binding of Isaac definitely has more stuff, but I just love the music style to this so much. Anyway, enough about Necrodancer, because even though it's an awesome game, we have plenty of stuff to talk about, and I don't plan to sit here for half an hour. So, let's get going. What have I been playing? I've been playing, surprise surprise, a lot of Dota. It's kind of what I do. I say a lot of Dota. Honestly, I play less Dota than my friends, because I do end up playing a lot of single player games and stuff as well, and I kind of only really want to play Dota when we're 5 people, because a full 5-man is always better than playing with random people. Though sometimes you get really cool random people, I do still prefer just playing with my friends mainly. So single player games, there's been some of those, but there's also been a lot, and I do mean a lot, of Rocket League, because goddamn is Rocket League an amazing game. It sort of came out of nowhere, and it just looked like it was going to be the best thing ever, and it was. It is absolutely fantastic. It does everything it wants to do, like damn near perfect. And I'm happy that a game like that exists, you know? It's like, it's got a bit of the competitive touch to it, quite competitive actually, and it's fast-paced, it's intense, you get emotional, it's like adrenaline, it's pretty awesome. And we're playing a lot together. We used to play mostly against each other, but we, you know, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 even in the beginning, when we have a lot of people sitting around on Ventrilo. But now we've started a lot just playing against random people as well, and it's really good. It's really good. Fun times. If you still haven't tried it, I really recommend you try it out. If the game at all looks like something you could enjoy, give it a go, because it is fantastic. It's really good. A lot of people have been like asking for more Rocket League content, and there will be more Rocket League content. Hopefully from me too, and on this channel. I just, you know, it's not really a solo thing, and I don't want to. I mean, everyone is doing Rocket League, so I kind of want to do something cool, but. We'll see, we'll see. Like, if nothing else, like, there has been talk of a bigger Rocket League Yogscast thing. We'll see what that happens with that one, but it should be cool. There's a lot of cool things that can happen with this game, because everyone loves it, really. Everyone thinks it's awesome. Well, not everyone. Duncan doesn't seem to be a huge fan. It's weird. Everyone else loves it, and Duncan's like, it's okay, I just don't want to play it that much. And we're like, what? Because it's just great. It's great. Anyway, Rocket League is pretty awesome, but honestly, most of my time, the last week, 2 weeks or so, have been replaying Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, the Enhanced Edition versions. I can't remember what exactly. No, I do remember what exactly. Siege of Dragonspear was announced. A mid-thing expansion. The people who did the Enhanced Edition are basically going to release an expansion like 20 years later after the game was released or something. Maybe not 20 years, but 16 years, 15 years or something. I'm going to release an expansion to Baldur's Gate 1 that takes place between 1 and 2 to Siege of Dragonspear. So I was reading about that and I was thinking like, man, those games are real good. I should play those games. Originally the plan was to just play the first one to have a character ready to import to Siege of Dragonspear, so that I would then use the Siege of Dragonspear character to import into Baldur's Gate 2 and still play Baldur's Gate 2. But that ended up not happening. Instead I just decided to play first number 1, and then when it was time to play Baldur's Gate 2, I didn't want to play with the same character, so I just made a new one instead. But goddamn, great games, great games. If you at all can stand old games with their you know, a little bit of their clunkiness, a little bit of their old graphics, then you know they are masterclass RPGs. Especially the second one. It's great. I put in like 30 hours in Baldur's Gate 1, I think, and I'm at 50 hours in Baldur's Gate 2 now. So 22 hours Baldur's Gate 1, and I'm at 52 hours in Baldur's Gate 2, and I still have the expansion pack Throne of Ball to deal with that one. It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff, but it's so good. It's so good. I've been talking with Shin about it a lot, because he played it a lot back in the day as well, and he started a playthrough as well. I tried so hard to convince Nancy to play it, because I know he loves those kind of games. He loves Divinity Original Sin and so on, and I was just like, dude, you'd love this. He's like, it's too old, it's too old. And it's like, no, don't. It's great, though, it's great. Because I just want to talk about it a lot all the time. I want to be like, you know, hey, what class are you multi-classing? Are you going Kensei Mage, or are you going Fighter Thief? What's the deal? Like, what kind of weapon proficiencies are you rolling? Like, what NPCs are you running with? Have you decided to leave Kellorn with his family or what? Blah, 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 blah. All the time. I just want to talk about it all the time. But there's no one. Except Shin. And Shin is a power gamer. he basically just plays whatever's good, stat-wise. And I want to roleplay a little bit, you know. Anyway, that's Baldur's Gate and Dota and Rocket League. That's mainly what I've been playing. But of course I've been watching stuff as well, because that's what I do. I watched Summer Games Done Quick, which was on recently. That was pretty cool. It's basically a speedrun marathon thing. You know, like 4 or 5 days of straight speedrunning. It's pretty awesome. A lot of cool games. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I watched a little Metroid, I watched a little Mario, I watched some Zelda, and some other cool games as well. That was interesting to watch. But the problem was that Summer Games Done Quick this year took place at the same time as the Dota 2 International. And if you know me, you know that this is pretty much the biggest sporting event of the year. And I did say sport, yes. It was the group stages, and even though my favorite teams weren't there, rip in peace, Alliance and Ninjas in Pyjamas, it was still pretty cool. We were all cheering on Secret and Complexity, and you know, maybe a little bit Navi, although it didn't really go so well for Navi. And it's looking exciting. The main stage is happening tonight. 1.5 hours from when I recorded this audio. The main stage starts with the opening ceremony. It's going to be amazing. Today's the first day, and we're going to lose a couple of teams to be eliminated immediately. It's a brutal best of one elimination phase, goddamn. But it has to happen. You eventually need one winner. You can't just keep them all around. So I gotta say, like, I don't know, maybe have a best of 3 instead of a best of 1. It feels so rough though. The lower bracket people go in for a best of 1. But I understand, it's like part of the reason to make people give a shit about the group stages. Because if this had just been a best of 3, like, it wouldn't have been that huge deal to make it into the upper stages back in the group stages. So yeah. It's tough though. It's tough. We could lose a lot of teams tomorrow. And it would suck for them to be eliminated, obviously, because right now the minimum prize pool they get when they get knocked out is $50,000, which obviously huge amount of money already. But if you manage to go past this round, you're top 12, and top 12 gets $200,000. So the jump is pretty massive. There is so much on the line in this best of one game. Holy Christ. It's going to be exciting. Pretty much the entire crew of people that are actually interested in Dota will be watching this on Ventrilo together. It's going to be nice. Looking forward to it. Definitely. If I can, I'm going to try to sneak away and get some snacks. Snacks are important for sports. You know that. Get some nice chips. Which, by the way, they're called chips. Not crisps. Crisps. Who calls them crisps? They're chips. Whatever. It's gonna be good. So on my channel, what has been going on? Well, there's been a lot of Warcraft, and there's been a lot of Assassin's Creed, and there's been a fair bit of Tavern Brawl. Tavern Brawl's been really fun to do. And it seems like you guys love watching it as well. It's been... honestly, it's a highlight of my week. Like, Wednesdays are really cool because it means new Tavern Brawl and new video recording with Zoe, and it's been really fun. We've had a lot of cool stuff happen. Every week has been one win to each person, even though it's been close a few times. I swear to God, though, next week I will break the pattern. Anyway, I just really like Tavern Brawls because to me, it's not... my favorite part about Hearthstone is the adventure mode. Blackrock Mountain, Extramus, etc. But I also like Tavern Brawls because it does take the... what do we call it? The hardcore try-hardness away a little bit from Hearthstone. You just play with whatever, and you just go and you have fun. And yeah, there'll be lots of misplays. Of course there will, because that's what happens if you're not mega pro. And especially if you're paying more attention to the banter with your friends than actually being the correct move all the time or whatever. So it's fun. It's really fun. And the idea is to keep doing it as long as they keep doing Tavern Brawls. Well, as long as we're both interested in it and as long as we're both having fun, it's gonna continue. It's gonna be like a weekly thing on the channel, and it's awesome. I hope you guys are really enjoying it, because I am. Super fun. Other than that, there are more Hearthstone stuff coming up. The Grand Tournament thing looks like it could be pretty interesting. It's still mainly just cards though, so you can't... it's not a lot of things to make videos on with like, hey, look, new cards. I mean, I'd have to like maybe go into Constructed and make a new gimmick deck or something, but it won't be that fun, because I'll make a new gimmick deck and then I'll just run into the same standard like Sue decks and mech mages and whatever. So I'll probably lose because my deck isn't as good, and then it'll be boring. But we have an idea or two for how to make Hearthstone Grand Tournaments some fun content. We'll see what actually happens with that. Sorry, by the way, if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I have a cold. I don't know exactly how I got a cold in the middle of summer, but I did. I blame my little cousin of 8 years old, I think. No, how is he? Is he 9? He's 9 now, I think. Yeah, it's probably his fault. But, you know. I'm not gonna blame him too much until I have proof. And then all hell breaks loose, I promise. No, okay, never mind. What's other stuff on my channel? Well, more Warcraft, of course. Lots of Warcraft. Everyone loves Warcraft. I mean, I do at least. It's been a long running series, definitely. I feel like I've talked about Warcraft 3 on all of these channel updates, but this is what happens. It's a really, really long game and a really long campaign. But that's cool because it's great. So tomorrow should be the last mission in the Undead campaign, named A Symphony of Frost and Flame. Will be Arthas and all his friends versus Illidan and all his friends. A race to reach the Frozen Throne. It's a pretty good mission, pretty hard, pretty long, but fairly straightforward. I think it'll be fun. It actually might be hard. I might need to focus quite a bit, but we'll see what happens. Once that's done, the main story of Frozen Throne is complete, but we still have the Orc bonus campaign, which is kind of more of an RPG style, which I'm gonna do as well. People have been asking for it, and it will look different. It will, because it won't play the same way, and I can't quite cut the missions up in just like, oh, I did a mission now, so I'm cutting it up. So it'll be like I'll just cut whenever it feels normally after in a long playthrough, and I'll have to like save. Otherwise, I'll sit there for like 5 hours or whatever. It's fun though. It's fun, and I hope people will enjoy it. It's a really interesting look into what went on when all of this other stuff happened. We'll see really what happened with the orcs and a little bit more with some of the humans, because remember the human quote-unquote campaign was mostly involving the elves. So yeah, well, it should be good. It should be good. Other than Warcraft though, Assassin's Creed is, I think, almost done. It feels like the story is about to end, and it's been okay. You guys didn't seem to give a shit about it at all, view-wise and stuff, but I mean, I guess that was happens. It's not exactly an amazing game, not really high profile, and not really unique. I mean, I thought it was kind of fun, though basically all of it, I thought the story was kind of stupid, and I didn't care about any of the characters, and it just didn't hold a candle to Mark of the Ninja, really. But I enjoyed playing it, definitely. So I can't really like say that it was awful, because it wasn't. It was okay. But a lot of times you're not looking for an okay game, you're looking for a really good game, right? But that'll end, and then I don't actually know what to put in its place. I really haven't decided yet. So that's something we'll have to figure out. I think that's pretty much it for stuff I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about streams. People were asking, and I've been talking about it, and I do plan on streaming. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. I gotta sort of set up like a schedule that works for me, and figure out sort of how and when to do it. Like I know how to stream, I've done it before, obviously, but like get into like a pattern that feels like it makes sense for me, and so on. Streaming would probably end up meaning there be slightly less videos on the channel, unless I do highlight stuff. But I think that would be okay in the long run. Say maybe I would only have like 3 or 4 videos a week rather than 1 every day, and instead of those days when there's no video, there'll be a stream instead or something. I have some ideas of what kind of games to stream. There'll be a lot of retro games, I think, because I'm kind of on a retro kick, and I think they could be fun. Because there's a lot of stuff to talk about with old games that a lot of people know, you know? Especially if people don't know them, because then it'll be like something for them to discover. And I'm sure there'll be something awesome and new as well at some point that would be interesting to stream. But initially, I kind of want to play some retro games and maybe some roguelikes. Maybe some Necrodancer, maybe some Binding of Isaac, whatever, that sort of style. We'll see. There's a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities, and I'm sure we'll find out something that'll be fun. But I think that will be it for this month's video. As usual, if you want to support me, the best way, aside from just watching and sharing my videos and stuff, would be to buy my shirt or buy the Yogscast book, as I am in that and I do get a share of that profit and that sort of stuff. There's the Black Rook shirt that's already out. There's another shirt coming out real soon. I was hoping it would be ready by today so I could sort of show you, but it's not quite yet. So it'll be out in the month, I think, and I'll show you, and it'll be cool. Hopefully you'll like it and buy 50 million copies of it so I get mega rich and can retire to a beach at the Bahamas with permanent Wi-Fi. That'd be a good life. Sorry, just fantasizing a little bit about the Bahamas beach. Other than that, love you guys. You're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. It seems to be working great. So, have a nice month, I guess, and you'll see me on the channel doing the standard stuff. Have a good international. I know I will enjoy it. I'll see you all around.